Well, good morning, my friends. Hey guys, how are you today? What is up, Nando and Jeffrey? Can I let you in on a little secret? Today's my birthday. Oh, thank you guys. And there's my birthday shirt. Decided to wait and hold off and wear this guy on my birthday. And I'm thinking I'm gonna keep these and wear these today. Good morning, Jaw. Well, good morning, my friends. That's right, I'm another year older today, and you're probably thinking, well, I hope you have a special day planned for yourself. Well, I kind of do. I kind of have a special day planned for us. See, it actually turned out to be pretty good that my birthday fell on a Monday this year, because there were like a ton of ideas that I had, and I was having a hard time deciding. And then as I started like going through my list of things that I'm like, that's what I'd like to do, I would see, oh, that's closed on Monday, and that's closed on Monday. So I think I put together a pretty good day for myself. I'm going to keep it a surprise until we get to all the places. So Daze with Jordan the Lion begins now, and we're heading to the park for my buddy to have some playtime. Let's go. Ah, what a beautiful day. What a beautiful, beautiful day. Well, we've made it. Just, you know, it wouldn't be a great birthday unless I got to bring him out to his favorite place. And the other reason I wanted to bring him out here is also because he can't go to most of the places that I'm going to today. Sorry about that, Jaw. So after we're done here, the first plan of my day is to, I'm going to drive out to Simi Valley, and I want to go to the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library. But I'm not actually going to do a tour or anything like that of the Reagan part of the museum. They actually have a special exhibit that I'm really fascinated by. Somebody I've studied, you know, 10-15 years ago, and they actually have a different take on it. So I want to go check it out, and then I have a few things planned after that. You know, I have a feeling this is going to be a really good day. Alright, I think we're going to get out of here. Gee, who would have guessed he'd plop down right in front of me? Look at the smiley face. Well, here we are. Like I said, the purpose of this trip is not necessarily to explore the Reagan part of the museum, but it is his museum, so I gotta show this great statue of him. He was the president when I was born, so what we are here to see today is actually the Genghis Khan exhibit. So let's go. And they actually keep that statue right here in the Memorial Rose Garden. Well, I didn't come up here alone. I'm actually kind of being treated to this because my pal right here, Adam the Woo, has a membership here, and it entitles him to bring a guest. Take a look at this one, where he's got the cowboy hat off. That is great. Now, in order to get to our exhibit, we actually have to go through quite a bit of this. But let me tell you, now, Genghis Khan is known as maybe the most heartless, the most brutal ruler of all time, but he also created most of the trade paths, created the borders of Mongolia, and they credit him with a lot of inventions, and that's basically what they're doing with this exhibit, is they're showing the good sides of Genghis Khan, so I had to see that. I do have to show you this though. This is a photo of when President Reagan had the assassination attempt on him, and then right below here is the actual suit he was wearing with the bullet holes. They had to remove it from him. Is that crazy? Well, I'd say we are in the right place. I think we found it. And here it is. If you look right here, what they're showing is that he was responsible for the very first passport. That's what those are. Now here's a very, very large monument statue of Genghis. Now what's interesting about him is, like I said, he was known as maybe the most brutal and fearless leader of all time, and yet he did have a set of morals that he worked off of. But most of this exhibit is all based off of the inventions that he brought to the world. And that red area right there was the area that he presided over. Now here they mention that he was both warrior and statesman, mentioning how feared he was on one side, but over here it says that he was a gifted and innovative leader who brought stability and unity to his people. Although he ruled with an iron fist, he rewarded loyalty and merit, established the rule of law and open trade and exchange across Asia. Here you can see this is one of the imperial passports, and it says, one of the two known Kublai Khan passport reading, I am the emissary of the Khan. If you defy me, you die. And this is one of the Mongolian emperor's swords.
Monster of legend, or was he a brilliant visionary who transformed a rabble of warring tribes into a nation capable of world domination?
Now here they mention about Genghis Khan's roots, and basically how he got started was his father was poisoned by another tribe at the age of when Genghis was 9, and his mother told him, the enemies of your father are your enemies. Now he took that a little too far, because it wouldn't be too long after this that Genghis had 2 brothers, and he had went off hunting one day and brought back some meat, and one of the brothers told their mother that he had hunted it. The mother believed the other brother gave him the meat, gave him the food. And so a very young, I believe he was 11 years old, Genghis took a bow and arrow and shot and killed his own brother with his other brother watching. Now here are a few jade horse pieces. Now, Genghis was actually a nomad, so he traveled most of his life living in, basically they would set up tents resembling this. And this is pretty neat. They actually set up what would have been basically the inside of his tent, like a life-size recreation. Let's take a look. Now here we have kind of a replica of the kind of clothing they believe he would have worn. This all made from leather, animal skins of course. And then down here is one of the swords and drum. Now that is an 8,000-year-old white jade comb with a bird design. 8,000-year-old comb. Imagine brushing your hair with that. There's some more white jade. Here you can see a water pitcher and a ladle. Now take a look at this. These are actually games they created, and this one looks very, very, very reminiscent of dominoes. Here's one of his warrior helmets, which is pretty cool. And then of course you have one of the swords under it. Sword with a scabbard. There's the scabbard below it. And look how old that is. I mean, you can see the wood and everything. Everything is kind of like deteriorating off it. But then this is simply labeled firearm. You can see it's kind of oxidized. That's so cool. I would have loved to have known how that all totally worked. And I call him Genghis Khan. Some people say it's Genghis Khan. So, you know, whichever one you prefer. And then that is a Mongolian spear. Pretty cool. Oh, and there's some arrowheads. And then he was also responsible for being one of the first to use chain armor. So check that out. That's genius. I mean, and look, covers the heart. Take a look at all these swords. And then this is probably my favorite thing that we've seen yet. Actually, like mannequins dressed up as though this is what it would have looked like. The horse in full armor, Genghis in full armor, his #1 generals that would have walked right beside him. Yeah, he was easily the most feared. And I mean, when I say the most feared, I mean this was a guy who rolled into, you know, villages, and if you didn't surrender right away, he killed all the men, sometimes the children, sometimes the women, sometimes left the children and women there, and he would salt the ground so that you could never ever farm on that land again, just to show how you should never ever defy him. I mean, it's pretty insane. And I believe what actually ended up killing him was a fall off of a horse. And one of the legends that I remember was that they said when he died, they sent 2 men to bury him, and then they killed those 2 men, and then killed the men that killed them, and it went down the line so that nobody would ever know where the body was buried, or where he was laid to rest, so that nobody could ever dig him up. And they thought the best way to do that would just be to kill everyone in the lineage that would possibly know where he was. Wow, these saddles do not look comfortable, do they? They're basically laced up. Look, they're made in various different sections, and then they lace them up. Take a look at this catapult they have here. Actually, they have a couple of them. Yep, he was responsible for that as well. And they have one right over here set up. That's actually a crossbow. It's a giant crossbow. Wow. Yeah, from over on the other side it looked like a catapult. This is even crazier. And you can see that guy right over there on the right would have been the one to pull the switch right into us. So here they actually kind of talk about what I was saying, where they here say that some believe he was killed by an arrow wound to the leg, but then some say it was fallen from a horse. Take a look at the folding chair. That's pretty cool. Now here are all kinds of fragrance bottles and pill boxes and things like that in here. Here are some of the musical instruments, stringed instruments. I actually have one of those. That's a lyre. Alright, now let's wander into here. Isn't this awesome? I love this. And that big drum. It's a ceremonial drum, of course. And they actually cover, you know, all the family after, because basically the way that the history has been passed down was that the descendants of Genghis Khan, the Mongols, created the secret history of the Mongols, where they cataloged a lot of this stuff. Wow, take a look at that. So here they have an entire case, and this case actually says brought to you by Genghis Khan or Genghis Khan. Many features of our everyday life were brought to us from Asia by Genghis Khan and the spread of his Mongol Empire, often their first introduction to the West. There you can see passport, you can see eyeglasses, libraries, that's a bunch of library cards, paper money, diplomatic immunity over there, it says. Chopped meat, that's what that hamburger is there for. The Pony Express. Card games. Pants. Yeah, you can thank him for the pants. Well, here they have a whole list of all the things that he's credited with, and it's a pretty interesting list. I see toll booths, char-grilled hamburgers to go, where they would cook and take them with them. One nation under God, it said he provided religious freedoms to all denominations of his empire. It says diplomatic immunity, environmental protection, tax relief, stringed instruments, of course, we saw, developing pants, cooking with charcoal, special delivery. They said hooray first. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Minting money, national parks, over here it says all the print that's for newspapers. Look at that. Yeah, pretty impressive. Nobody really knows the exact location of where he is buried, but they have some speculative places. They said that the only clue in the book said that it was customary when someone died to leave a pregnant camel to give birth there, because camels, when they give birth, return a year later. And so they said that that was the only way that anyone back then knew originally, but they've been looking through Karakoram, trying to find where his body was buried. And we have a big day ahead of us, so I think we are pretty much done here. The Genghis Khan exhibit, or the Genghis Khan exhibit, whichever you prefer. Well, before we take off, I had to stop and look at this piece of the Berlin Wall since they have it here. I am definitely hoping someday to get to the original. We wanted to see this, and then we were going to go visit President Reagan's grave and Nancy Reagan before we leave. Yeah, this is the Merv Griffin Rose Garden, but Adam and I were just talking about how this is where they actually had the funeral, right here. Great view. And then his burial spot is right over here. I mean, I should say their burial spot, Nancy and Ron's. Together forever. Buried right there is Ron and Nancy. You can see that she joined him 12 years later. And right there on that wall, it says, "I know in my heart that man is good, that what is right will always eventually triumph, and there is purpose and worth to each and every life." What a way to start the day. Well, man, this is where we say goodbye. I know I said I'd give you a ride home, but I'm not going to.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna leave you here, marooned on a dead planet for all eternity to die. Khan! Well, it's time for lunch, and I decided I wanted to come to the Red Lion for some German food. Used to come here quite often. I haven't been here in a while, so let's do this. All right, we are in here, and they do wear lederhosen in here, so it's pretty awesome. And every night they have a piano player, so yeah. All right, I want to hit the bathroom, but I like going up here because they have pictures of people that frequent here, or used to, like Siegfried and Roy. And then back here is the beer garden, which might be closed, but we'll see. I just want to show it to you. Right. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So this is like a big hangout at nighttime. My friends and I used to come here quite a bit. We would, when we were drinkers. in here? Nobody in here drinking right now, huh?
Because just me today.
All right, let's go order some food. Yeah, I love coming here. I just haven't come in a while. It's actually because my friend Kevin used to live right around the corner from here, and he doesn't live here anymore, so. But yeah, what a place, huh? Even the Nutcracker over there. And then this is beyond that door. This is the karaoke bar that I told you I've been in before.
Oh.
Look at all the steins. You've got the Red Lion steins, and then you've got the female body, you've got the boot. Pretty cool. I think we kind of got the perfect seat here because it's in the corner. You can see everything in the restaurant. All right, well, our food just arrived. Adam went ahead and got the, that's right, I changed my mind, I brought him back. He got the sausage platter. Got this thing, it's like Swiss cheese melted on noodles, doughy noodles. It's called cheese spatzel. I'm gonna try that out. And then I got the Nuremberg sausage platter. Of course, if you've watched any of my Ohio vlogs, you know I'm obsessed with sauerkraut. So this will be will be compared to my grandfather's sauerkraut. Bring thou voices. Well, Red Lion, that was fantastic. Well, we're off to our next stop. We go drop off Adam, go say hi to Jaw, take him out for a walk, and then I have another place I'm gonna go to today. At least one more. Well, I'm home, and the good news is I have my my birthday present from my mom. Oh, and don't think I didn't notice you were over here. I noticed you right away. It's good to see you, friend. I missed you. I'm gonna be going out again in a little bit, but I will be back to hang out with you. Don't worry. Oh, it even came gift wrapped. That was nice of him. Awesome! It's a Hero Black, Hero 5, GoPro. Awesome. I've been, I really have wanted one of these for a while. It's waterproof, so now I can take it on water rides, roller coasters, various things I can do with this now. Always nice to have one of these, and I've never owned one, so thank you so much. That's literally exactly what I wanted. That is exactly what I wanted. I'm gonna try these, whatever these are, for him today. Like he's getting a treat. How is it, Jaws? Is it good? Now we are heading off to our next epic birthday stop. Well, so far I've had a pretty great day already. There's a few more things I still want to do. Well, if you were watching a couple of days ago, you can tell that it's no longer the arcade and it's no longer Quentin Tarantino's world for his filming locations. We're actually going to something that was in that filming. So you might remember that day when we were here that this was dressed up right there as the Pussycat Theater. That's where we're going right now. I went on Groupon, I bought a $5 Groupon because what that is that recently opened within the last 2 months. That's called the Hologram USA Theater now. And I have a ticket to go see the Jackie Wilson show. It's basically Jackie Wilson performing a concert as a hologram, so it's ought to be pretty interesting. I've never been inside, but like I said, this was in the filming, so I would guess that it's gonna end up in the movie. Let's go. Now they also have a Billie Holiday show as well, but my ticket's for the Jackie Wilson show. And I don't know how much I'll be able to show because of copyright for the music, but I want to show you a little bit at least. You can see they also have a Tupac show for $5. Maybe I'll check that out. That's kind of where this whole idea came from, was Tupac Hologram at Coachella a few years ago, I think. Cool. They said that Tupac comes with my experience, so they said we recommend you sit right up front. So I basically have the whole theater to myself for this show. This ought to be cool. I always strive to do something different for my birthday, and this is pretty different. Check that out.
Her life was complex.
That's a Billie Holiday preview.
But most of all, it was legendary.
By Neil Glenn, create DMT.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jackie Wilson. Jackie Wilson. Jackie Wilson.
From the second Jackie Wilson was born, he knew he was gonna be a star. From talent shows to #1 hits, his extraordinary vocal range took him to the top. of his boxing career. After that, all he ever did was say whenever he could. Over here, King.
King, have you heard the calling Jackie Wilson the Black Elvis?
Is that right? I guess that means I'm the white Jackie Wilson.
She's one of the greatest, ladies and gentlemen, Jackie Wilson.
His last performance was the
Wow, that was awesome. They said in that, it was basically like a biopic kind of thing done in hologram form. They said that he passed out on stage at the age of 38, that was his last show, and he was in and out of comas for the next 9 years, but he was so penniless that Michael Jackson and Elvis sent money to his bedside, $250,000 every year to take care of all of his medical expenses to keep him alive. Well, we're not done yet. There's something else I want to do. This has been one heck of a birthday. Even though I didn't put it on camera, I also got to walk through the entire Ronald Reagan library and see that entire museum as well. Oh, there's Batman making a call. Well, I'm not going to go in for birthday cake this year. I'm going to replace it with a voodoo donut. So I'm not going to vlog the entire place because I'm going to do it some other day. But I'm going to get my my birthday donut here. Well, I got my bag and it matches that logo. We're out of here. I went ahead and got what's called the Raspberry Romeo. Basically jelly-filled raspberry. No candle, but I made a wish before I took a bite. And since we're here, let's go into the park. We have a pass. There we go, it's all lit up. I'm thinking I might ride the tram tour so that, since I've never done it, I will know what to vlog when I come back to do it again. Well, we don't want any bad luck, so we better rub his nose for luck. And a good year, huh? Thanks, Hitchcock. Make me proud. I hate to be the one to ask, but it's my birthday today. Can I get a happy birthday, Mr. President, or Mr. Lion, or something?
Is that your name?
Yeah, I go by Jordan the Lion.
Jordan the Lion? Well, happy birthday, Jordan the Lion.
Thank you very much. You gotta be kidding me. Even on my birthday, I can't get away from the trolls. Yeah, I think I've decided I'm going to take the tram tour. I might show you guys a little bit. Wowza, 85 minutes? I don't think so, not today. How did I not notice when I was here last time they had a Stu's Disco up here? I didn't make it down this far. Dang. And a police station. Oh, there he is. I was gonna say, he's gotta be here somewhere. Well, I've never been into Hogwarts. I might as well go there. Oh, that's pretty cool. Check out that wrecked car over there. It's actually a roller coaster. I didn't know there was a roller coaster ride here. I'm gonna try and save some of this for a future vlog. This is more for me than anything else, but just wanted to show you since we've never been over here before. Well, I guess I'm gonna ride this without you guys. We'll ride it another time together. Well, they don't let you take a camera in anyway. They made me put it in a locker, but that might be the best ride I've ever ridden. I loved it. I loved everything about that ride. That thing was awesome. I wish I could ride it 100 times. Yeah, dude, take it from me. If you're coming to Universal so far, I would just say ride this as many times as you can. This might be, honestly, yeah, I think that's the best ride I've ever ridden. I loved it. I want to try a Butterbeer. So I saw online they have two. They have a regular one and they have like a frozen slushy version. And they said online to get the slushy version, so when I got here I asked them and they said yes, that's the best one. So that's what we got. Oh, that's awesome. It tastes like butterscotch. Good stuff. I don't think I saw this last time. The Inglorious Bastards motorcycle. That thing's awesome. That old BMW. Nice. How did we get in there? How did we get in there? Wait a minute, does that say Baker Street? Isn't that where Sherlock Holmes lived? Aha!
5 years, hard to be us, you know. Have a good one.
We've come for your daughter, Chuck! I think we can call it a day here. Let's go back and see Ja. What a totally awesome birthday. Awesome. If we do anything else for this birthday, we won't be able to fit it in the vlog. Well, I think we're about to wrap it up. Wanted to send a few shout outs out to Lisa Page, Robert Yeager, Graham Cochran, and Tom Anoptos, and all the people that sent a really nice message to me today through YouTube or through Patreon or through my email, or anybody that sent a super chat or a PayPal, anything. Thank you all. Thank you all so much. That was so, so nice of you. And I just wanted to end it by saying thank you all for spending my birthday with me. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. There was not a dull moment. I had a blast. I couldn't ask for probably anything more. So thank you all. Have a great night. And goodbye. And a very good night.